Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spelforeningen the Fellowship SGF. My name is Andreas Norwegian Viking.
I'm Wild.
And today we have episode 90 of the SBG Grand Campaign. And it is inside information.
Yes.
So last week we told you that we were going to play the Forger scenario made by Benji Gibbs. That was a complete lie, because Benji has also made a Smaug versus Bilbo scenario.
It wasn't a lie, it was honest, it wasn't a mistake. At the time it was the, the right thing.
At the time we thought it would be that one, but good. Benji has made a total of 3 scenarios we want to include into the Grand Campaign. At least 2 of them will make it into the Grand Campaign. It all depends if he can finish the last one. Within our brackets of filming, because that one, I can't remember the actual movie outline, but it might already have happened. Bolg versus Legolas in the movie.
Well, it cuts back and forth.
It cuts back and forth, yeah. So it might be after, during, or after the dwarves fight Smaug.
Yeah, we have time travelled before.
We have time travelled quite a lot, actually. Yeah. So yeah, inside information is a way to play with Bilbo and Smaug, with the actual models and their semi-rules. So it might be cooler than the card game, although the card game we played last week was absolutely fantastic.
But it's not SBG.
It's not SBG. So. This is using most of the SBG rules, so we'll go ahead and play that. Should be quite interesting.
Absolutely.
And obviously, since this is a fan-made scenario, we don't expect it to be 100% balanced. But if you do have feedback, any and all feedback you give us will be passed along to Benji, who can then hopefully perfect this scenario if you can find anything wrong with it. So we're all here to help. Yes. So let's show you the board, the armies, and the rules after the break. With the plucky hobbit Bilbo Baggins, Thorin and his company of dwarves has successfully entered the lonely mountain of Erebor. Yet the quest remains unfulfilled, for the hobbit must now fulfill his purpose, and with the contract he signed before this daring adventure. As a master burglar, he must now find the Arkenstone, heart of the mountain, and deliver it to Thorin, so he can call upon the 7 dwarven families and retake Erebor from the Desolator of the North himself, Smaug the Terrible. But as Bilbo stumbles upon the great treasure hoard, he realizes that this task may be greater than what it seems. And so begins the battle. Alright, so here we have the one of the participants. It is Smaug, the incredible, the stupendous, wealthy Smaug. Here we have the board. It is played on a 48 by 48 inches board with some scattering of terrain. We've again used our Moria pillars because we don't have any generic Erebor, inside Erebor terrain yet.
Don't have enough gold to cover the table either.
No, so back us on Patreon. So here we have the other participant. It's not an otter, it's not Salt from Guild Ball. So this is Bilbo. Bilbo, the master burglar without the mithril coat, but the rest of his equipment he has, and he starts the game with the 1 ring equipped. We have 5 objective markers, just using MDF circles. So it's the inside of the objective markers that count. And Bilbo will then move around the board trying to find the Arkenstone. And he has 12 turns to find the Arkenstone. If he doesn't find it within 12 turns, Evil has 1.
So quickly first about the deployment.
Yeah, so there's 1 objective marker in the dead center of the board, and then the Evil player deploys the rest of the deployment, the objective markers, within 6 inches of another objective. So I didn't want to clump them all together because that would make things easy for Bilbo. So in this way he has to move around a bit. So if he doesn't magically find the objective in the first turn though.
And then Bilbo starts within
6 inches of an objective.
Yeah.
So Smaug, being stirred in his slumber, knows of a strong presence and wishes to investigate and uncover all that the intruder knows. Smaug must interrogate Bilbo. If Smaug can interrogate Bilbo 3 times before Bilbo finds the Arkenstone, the Evil player wins. So there are some rules. First one is don't waken it. As soon as Bilbo moves within 3 inches of an objective, he may try to uncover it. On the roll on the 4+, he has uncovered it, and the Evil player must identify it as a fake, or if it's the Arkenstone. Might may be used to influence this roll. So on the first go, it is a 6+, and then it decreases by 1 for each go. So since Smaug has 3 points of might, he can influence that as down. So on the first 3 turns, it is impossible for Bilbo to find the Arkenstone if Smaug uses his might. As soon as Bilbo uncovers the Arkenstone, the game ends. Next special rule, something made of gold. Smaug is the essence of all evil in this part of Middle-earth, and has had dealings with the necromancer of Dol Guldur himself. If Smaug is within 12 inches of Bilbo at any point in his move phase, Bilbo must immediately remove the One Ring, and cannot put it on for the remainder of the game. So Bilbo has the One Ring for several purposes, and one of the purposes is the next one. The special what else do you claim to be? Smaug does not wish to kill his intruder yet. He wishes to know more about the dealings of the world during his deep slumber. If Smaug moves into base contact with Bilbo and stays with him for 1 fight phase, Smaug has interrogated him. Bilbo may use Fate to resist this temptation. On a 4+, Bilbo resists his power. Might may not be used to influence this roll. Additionally, Smaug may use his Fiery Breath, and here we have the ring coming into play as well. Even though he has moved his full movement, on a roll of a 6+, he causes terror in Bilbo, and that means Bilbo may not move for 1 turn. Might may not be used to influence this roll. So I guess Smaug has to hit with the Fiery Blast, but no, he does not have to hit. He just tries to impress Bilbo with his power, so he is not trying to kill him or anything. And the last one, my wings are a hurricane. Smaug's taunting against Bilbo is living up to his expectations, and with his mighty dragon, he shows Bilbo how he has become the Desolator of the North. Smaug may only move using the Fly special rule, and must move his full 12 inches, stopping only to move into contact with Bilbo or any terrain. So that's all the special rules. So Smaug starts coming onto the board, the furthest board edge away from Bilbo, as soon as 1 objective has been found. So obviously if Bilbo finds it on the first go, Smaug is not on board and cannot use Might Point.
Yay.
So that's also something cool about this scenario. It's very story driven and completely random. And that's always good for a narrative scenario.
Yep.
So, good luck with
Good luck.
the Master Burglar, and I will take over the camera for the first couple of turns, I think. Terrified and alone Bilbo moves through the piles of gold that we imagine. Again, support us on Patreon if you want to give us piles of gold. Bilbo now moves his allotment of 4 inches and is now within 3 inches of an objective. So Bilbo can now roll on a 4+. He has found something.
Oh!
And it's a 4. So
There.
there's something there. So that means I will roll.
On a roll of a 6, I win.
True. Please, don't make this a 6.
Oh, it's a 6! I won the game. Thanks for the game.
I demand an instant rematch.
Okay, so I moved. I will re-roll. I found something.
Right, I demand a instant yeah, instant
so I
rematch.
because I would do the same thing.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
and it's not the relic. So so we remove this objective from the game, and that means Smaug moves onto the board in the start of the next movement phase. So let's roll for priority. That's good. It's a tie, so that means it goes to Smaug.
yes.
So let's come back once Smaug has moved. So Smaug has entered the board after 1 victory too good. So Smaug has moved onto the board edge, the furthest away from Bilbo, which was this one. And he obviously cannot do his fiery breath because he cannot see Bilbo currently. He
Because of the ring.
Yeah, he hears rattling in the piles of gold. So Bilbo moves 4 inches and is outside 6 inches of an objective.
3 inches.
3 inches, yeah.
Yes.
So that means we have another priority roll. It goes to good. Wow. So you're now within 3 of that one.
Yes.
So on a 4+, you find something. You find something.
There's something there.
And you now uncover. I roll.
Yes.
And to uncover the Arkenstone, there is a 5+. It is a 5. I'll might it down to 4.
Yeah, because you roll. Yeah, so it's a 5+. You might it down to a 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the Arkenstone. You thought you found it, and now we're on the 4+.
Yes.
So that was your move. Then it's Smaug's move. So I don't think Smaug is within 12. No, it's not. So Smaug just moves towards Bilbo. And there we are. So that means you have to remove the 1 ring, since I'm within 12 of you now.
On my next turn, yeah.
Yep. Well, no. Immediately.
Okay.
So that means I can do my fiery breath on a 6+. I terrorize you. So I just spew fire all around. On a 6, no, and might may not be used to influence that roll. So I have 2 might remaining. You have 3.
Yep. So then it's priority.
It is. It goes to good. Ooh. It's further than 7 from both. So we'll probably get 1 turn. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Guessing you will try to interrogate the Hobbit.
Is that 4 inches?
That was 3.
Okay. So Smaug, since he can see the Hobbit, he moves into base contact and will now try to interrogate the Hobbit. So I stay in combat for you with 1 fight phase, so I've done that now, and you can roll a use a fate point to resist, so that's a 4+, and then you resist my temptations of will.
So then I'm not interrogated.
Yeah.
On a 4+.
Yeah, correct.
We'll have to do that.
Oh! So, guess you're pushed back 1 inch, and we roll priority again. Damn, you roll high.
Yeah.
I still have 2 points might. Can risk it. Yeah, I'll risk it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you risk. So you want.
I risk not moving.
Yeah. So then Bilbo gets to here.
Yeah.
I get a roll. Let's see what I find. I found nothing.
Nothing. But the objective is not moved away. So Smaug will try to interrogate you yet again. Rawr. And then you roll a resist roll.
Yep. No.
No. So you were interrogated once.
Yes.
And this was turn 4.
Yep. And then I'm pushed back an inch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we roll another priority roll.
Yes, sir.
No!
And Smaug gets it. Do you want to use a point of might to move?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I will have to counter. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was your priority.
Nope. It's your priority.
It was my priority. So 1, 2, or 3 Smaug moves first. He does. So he will try to interrogate you yet again. So final fate point for Bilbo. And he's not interrogated.
Success.
So that means I'm down to 1 might, you're down to 2. That means with a high roll, you'll find the Arkenstone. So
Yep.
priority 3, 6.
I don't have any. Oh, I do
You have
have
2 might left.
2 might left, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will spend my might.
Ooh. I think it's imperative that Smaug gets objective. The priority. Because if I use my last point of might, you can move next turn. There's a 50-50 chance you find anything, and it's a 4+ roll, and then I can't modify the result. I'll let you have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll then move so that I'm within 3 inches of the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I will then roll.
Yeah. Oh, come on. No. You find
There's
something?
Something.
On a 4+, you uncover the Arkenstone.
Yeah, let's see.
And I have 1 point to my to modify it.
Yeah, so it's your roll.
Yeah. On a 5 or a 6, the game is over.
Oh,
It's a 4, and I will.
spend a point of might.
But that's my last point to might.
And I have 1 more.
You have 1 more in me.
Okay. And then it's Smaug's turn. And this disappears.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you will charge.
I will indeed charge you. Rawr. And then you're interrogated, and you don't have any more fate.
Yep.
So.
So 2 interrogations
Yeah.
and 1 more, and then you can try to kill him.
Well.
Or no, you win on 3 interrogations.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's down to the final few turns now. So turn 5.
Priority.
Oh, out of the box. Goes to you because I had it last.
Yes.
Damn it, and I don't have anything to counter. Oh. So Bilbo moves to there.
I'm guessing I can stand on top of the
Yeah,
objective.
of course.
Then let's see if I can find anything.
Oh, come on! No!
Yes, I did.
On a 3+.
3+ and no might. This is the roll to end the
I don't
game.
want to see. I don't want to see. Where's the dice box?
There's the dice box. Woo!
No! So Bilbo finds the Arkenstone.
game.
Much more close and fun, actually. Really fun.
Yeah. If that wasn't the Arkenstone, you would have won.
Yeah. Well, that tells you how close it is. Let's do a post-match breakdown of this scenario.
Alright, so welcome back to the post-battle breakdown. That was cool.
Yeah.
Not a bad shout for a scenario at all.
Nope.
With some... because the actual writing of the scenario is... the scenario page is not explaining everything.
Oh.
So we had to watch Benji from Ash League podcast. No, Ash League. Ash League, yeah.
Ash League
podcast and see exactly what he means by some of this, and also explaining the layout and starting positions, because that's not explained in the document we have. But watching that video, it became quickly very clear where everyone starts, and we explain that in our video as well. So yeah, cool, fun game. We played it twice in 15 minutes because of my horrible dice rolling.
I think that was a very good roll of dice.
Yeah. So obviously you could argue that Smaug could use, since he's on the board, that he could use his might point in the first turn. I would possibly remove that stipulation from the core rules of the game, that you can use might point for actions on the board when you're out of the board yourself, so that you don't have it like, first turn picks up an objective, it is something, and then it actually is the Arkansas, because then it was over in like 20 seconds. But yeah, once we played it through for the second time, then everything changed. Everything went quicker. It was fun, intuitive. I had to think about where my might point allocation went. I had to think about, do I want to save might to deny you that roll? Things like that made for a very fun and cool little minigame. Using some of our favorite miniatures. Because that's the most important bit. You have Smaug, and like you said, between we finished the game and now, it is a way to play Smaug without...
You need a big army to oppose Smaug and have a equal chance of winning the game. So it's not something you... Oh, I've got Smaug, let's put him on the table, and you'd have to spend 4 hours playing a game. Or 2 hours.
700 points.
It's quite a big army.
And again, it's something that people discuss when Smaug in tournaments are concerned. That Smaug is such a wild card that if you tailor a 700 point army against Smaug, you will most likely win. If Smaug shows up against any army 700 to 1000 points that is not tailored to fight him, he will most probably win. So it is that sweet spot, finding a cool scenario, a narrative scenario to play that beautiful model and making it work, basically. So, but this is cool. If you have any feedback for Benji, please give it to us or message Benji directly. You'll find him on Facebook and of course on YouTube, Ash League podcast. And yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate all the feedback he can get. The feedback we want to give is basically to include the starting positions and layout in the document, but otherwise, other than like specifying that Smaug can use might to modify the roll to see if it's the Arkenstone, although it's not on the board, would be my specification change. I really cannot find any faults, although we have played it twice. So
I'm thinking you could, if you built a golden table from Erebor, and like more passageways, like some parts where Smaug can't reach, then you could have the objectives a bit further apart, maybe. So that's Bilbo, because now it's like every other turn you can try to unveil an objective, and it's on a 4+, so it wasn't that many.
We played 5 or 6 turns, and you uncover the last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so yeah, I agree with that. If you have a beautifully themed Erebor board with, I hear using like red lentils and spray painting them gold would work perfect for gold coins.
Yeah.
So so that could be very cool. And then making small like a pillar, and then some gold, and then something over it, so that Smaug actually can't reach that point.
Yeah, like in the movie you see Smaug standing on top of like a structure, and Bilbo hiding underneath.
Yeah, true.
And,
so that will bring into play the fiery breath more. It will bring into play the fact that he has to move, fly 12 inches, and only stopping into base contact with Bilbo or in the terrain. So it will utilize that a bit more. Obviously, we didn't have time or the funds to make a specialized board for this scenario only. So so that was something that we'll have to work on to get. So hopefully you like this scenario, and we'll give some feedback if you have any to either us or Benji, and we'll pass it along.
Yep.
Next week we will play To the Forges, which also is a scenario by Benji Gibbs.
Yep.
Which pits all Thorin's company except the 4 who are at Lake Town and Gandalf against Smaug inside the forges, with some really cool rules for using flash fires.
Yeah.
Flash flame, the alchemical
Yeah.
compounds that Balin makes, and yeah, that'll be a very cool scenario. So look out for that. Until next time, I've been Andreas Norwegian Viking.
I'm Wild.
And please comment, like, share and subscribe.
And please consider supporting us on Patreon. And if you already are, thank you very, very much. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you.
And support your hobby.